What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Deity Old World Aeoni battle. I have progressed 3 more turns just to get things, a little bit more spicy, a bit more going on. The Jar actually only just settled these 3 new cities with their settlers, but that saves me missing out on them. And they have a ton of nukes out here, as you can see, atomic bombs, and both of them, quite a lot out here. That's one of the things that's happened. In terms of new wars, there's 2 really important ones, and there was a not so important one. But the Songhai v Portugal broke out. Marrakesh fell straight away. The reason I didn't jump straight back into recording then was because I just thought they're probably not going to get into Portugal. They've got enough boats, but they've really got to commit to it. I'm not sure they're quite there yet, so that's why I didn't jump in, even though Marrakesh fell like within 1 turn, which was pretty big. But that was that. Nigeria eventually did get this just last turn. Obviously, that was hard to predict because it was at 0 health the whole time. It was just when were they going to actually walk in there? But they've done it now. It's probably going to change hands a few times, so probably still going to be seeing things there. And the other big one, well, Nigeria v Byzantium was like the one that didn't really matter, but that did happen. That is going on. I mean, they can't get to each other, so it doesn't really matter. But the big one is India v Byzantium, as you can see, just as India got the Manhattan Project. But the reason this is so big, I mean, India's probably a lot stronger on paper, but Byzantium is sort of more here. They're closer. They might actually be better off. I don't know. These boats can't really help. But, at least initially, they might have a bit of an advantage because India's not been too committed. And India did grab this off Ethiopia just recently, so that also happened. But nothing too huge. Hopefully we'll get some more stuff breaking out. But yeah, just a little bit more going on than there was previously, which is always good, especially this Byzantium-India war. Quite excited to see how that plays out. Come on, Egypt. This is the turn. I don't know why. Just got a feeling you're going to do it this turn. No, they're not. No one's close enough. They have anti-air guns leading the charge, which is weird because Burundi has no planes. In fact, Egypt are the only country with... Oh no, Nigeria does as well. Egypt, one of the only countries in Africa with planes. Addis Ababa is being bombed from the sky, so maybe there's a chance for India, especially with the tank. That reduced movement of the Great Wall is not there anymore, because obviously dynamite will have India have definitely got the dynamite technology. So these tanks, if the planes do a lot of damage, which I assume is what has done this. Oh, Egypt is at war with Ethiopia as well, aren't they? So maybe it's Egypt's planes. Egypt's planes do enough damage, India's tanks can definitely roll in and conquer them. Some of East Africa here, which is pretty big for them. Is this new? No, this has always been here. Okay, just checking. I think, yeah, this is all the same as previously. See, Siam arrived in Hawaii. I don't see... There's a lot of carriers. Don't see any more settlers just at the moment. That might be new. I think that's new. 1 population. Mongolia still trying against China. Pretty in vain here, but they're giving it a go at least. Fair play. Come on, Russia. You want to give us something. I don't know what I want to see Russia do, because I think whatever they do is going to be so emphatically easy for them, in theory. But, Russia v the Tsar would still be pretty interesting. 2 sort of superpowers of the world. The leader in science and everything. Technology versus the leader in production would be quite an interesting one. I think Russia still has enough of an edge, but, it would be quite fun. Even Germany, I think they would they could put up a good fight, but I think they would fall like dominoes. They have so many cities when you actually look at this. There's like 7, 8 up here. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I might have missed Wuj, so maybe 17. Quite a few. Nigeria is also attacking Carthage up in Iceland as well. It's not just in the Mediterranean. It's all over the place, which is quite interesting to watch. Oh, Songhai making a bit of progress there. Britain's obviously still going after Portugal too. Let's see what Byzantium can do here. Can they do that much damage in a turn? A fair bit. They're almost certainly going to grab this city, which is a great start, all things considered. There we go. Okay, Russia and the Netherlands teaming up, which is Germany's worst nightmare. But not against Germany, against Mongolia. But yeah, Russia should get through this pretty quickly. It's not processed anything, so I'm guessing maybe the Dutch just called in Russia. Although it was Russia's turn, so maybe not, I don't know. But either way, maybe they're not quite ready to get things going just yet. But this should be probably the end of Mongolia. And there you go, that'll be something interesting. See how that leaves the Tsar's opinion. A much bigger border, much more exposed. And obviously, even China will be terrified of Russia. The geography is definitely not an issue for Russia. They've got units that can get through anything. Tanks. cover the ground nice and quickly. Yeah, planes, rocket artillery, they got everything they need. But maybe this is sort of the opening of, like, not opening of Pandora's box. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, I guess that works. But also, like, just the first domino, potentially, or some of the other wars, I guess, were the first dominoes into something. But this is Russia's first war in over 100 and something turns. Like, it's pretty big. Pretty big event. They've been pretty peaceful, despite being the most heavily armed country in the world. So we'll see how they go. See how it gets going. Netherlands teaming up, I guess that's just shows that they're working together. Like I said, it's probably putting fear into the heart of Germany, because they're going to have to fight both of those together. Wow, it's 6 minutes a turn now, are you serious? Or have we done 2? Maybe it is 6 minutes a turn. That is really bad, because that's 3 turns an episode when we're doing longer episodes. World ideology autocracy has passed, and the embargoment of city-states, or unembargoment of the non-existent city-states, has failed again. It's good news, I guess. The whole point is that it doesn't influence the game too much. Sadly, unlike the 60 civ mod with the 40 civ mod, you can't turn that off, I guess. I don't know why I don't just use the 60 civ one all the time. Oh no, you can't have info addicts, that's why. There you go. There is now a 60 civ one for yet not another Earth map pack I've found. I don't think it's made by the original creators, and I have no idea if it actually allows info addicts, but if it does, we could have a look at that one. Another new city for the Tsar and another settler. So yeah, the Tsar are going to have a lot of North America under their control. I assume they're still at war with Persia from ages ago, and they've finally brought planes over here, which is why this city is now at 0 health. India is not stopping with the wars. Now, it doesn't matter too much they're at war with Carthage, but, you know, just considering it, they're not slowing down. Obviously, Gandhi just got the Manhattan Project, so maybe he's you know, he's in his full alpha status. He is reached his final form. He's ready to start dropping some nukes ASAP. But yeah, Nigeria, Carthage, still ongoing. Egypt still trying desperately to achieve something. Let's see what Russia unleashes on Mongolia. Probably some one-turn city drops. Not quite, but wow, that is terrifying. Probably in the next few turns we'll see some cities fall. Obviously this Karakorum is not Mongolia's capital, if you're just unaware. It was here, wasn't it? But then the Tsar changed cities' names, so it puts the original name back at the top of the list. So yeah, this isn't the capital. The capital is Shanghai. Over here, it is not necessarily the best city. This one looks pretty good. But I mean, all these cities are good, 10 double-digit populations, between 10 and 20. If Russia gets all of them, that would be good. I mean, they haven't expanded externally for a long time. Obviously, their populations have all been growing. But beyond that, they haven't really grown. Their borders haven't grown for a very long time, you know, whereas the Tsars are constantly growing out into the ocean, through war, through colonies. So yeah, I mean, for Russia, it might be a chance to gain a lot of points in the info addicts, which I'm sure they're probably going to win anyway, but just see it up, unless something drastic happens in the next 22 turns before the results. Yeah, Russia should win this game. Like, I don't think that should come as a surprise to anyone. I think it's a spoiler, or me ruining the game by saying Russia should win. It's just being realistic. They are almost certainly going to win this one. I think that's like their 5th victory. They even won that one I put them in one for where there was like the champions of all the previous battles, and they won that one. So what more do you need to see about Russia at the moment? They are just dominant. I think double strategic resources might be a little bit OP, but who knows? I mean, Mongolia and the Zulu, I feel like we've balanced them out. Maybe we need to balance Russia out a bit more. I don't think that's ever been an issue before, though. I feel like the Huns have just been rubbish recently. That is one of the reasons. I guess the Khazar, another civ I tend to use, weren't in this one. Parthia weren't in this one. So maybe they could have done with a bit more competition. Maybe Parthia is the ideal one because they swallow up this middle land. But then they get really strong. And they also might be the cause of some of the series breaking. It's I don't know, maybe. But there you go. Byzantium do grab the city of Akkad, sort of around the Dubai, Abu Dhabi kind of region. So that's pretty cool. They get access to the Persian Gulf now, which is the only city in the Persian Gulf that is coastal, actually. Unless, well, I guess this one is too. But yeah, we'll see. It would be pretty cool if Byzantium conquered the Arabian Peninsula. That would be some amazing borders if they had, you know, they basically have formed the Ottoman Empire as Byzantium at that point. Not fully, but, you know, They'll have Turkey. They'll have the Arabian Peninsula. That'll be pretty cool, at least. Definitely the best we've seen from Byzantium. I'm loving Carthage and Byzantium, having good borders, cool games. That's good. I mean, struggling at the moment, Carthage, but you know, this Mediterranean empire was awesome while it lasted, and they're still holding off Portugal. The Songhai not having much luck. I think there's a bit of a tech advantage to Portugal slightly, although the Songhai has planes as well now. Not that they can actually reach from down here, but yeah, I mean, it's not quite going their way. These two cities are also close together, which doesn't help. And Britain's done basically nothing, which also doesn't help anyone, really. Okay, Egypt, is this your moment? Is this gun close enough? No, it's not. It's getting towards it, but it's still not close enough. Unless some kind of miracle happens. That cavalry, okay, they're getting some knights and lancers. That's the right idea. You know, move quicker. Potentially, there's some hope here. Right, India's response. Let's see how... I think India's going to commit a bit more now. Byzantium's here. So they weren't too committed to fighting Ethiopia. I think they'll be a bit more heading over this way now. Potentially. Well, famous last words. They peace out of both and give away all their cities. That would have been a disaster waiting to happen. Persia, how are you doing? I haven't really given you much. Oh, the Jar is actually coming after you again through this very small valley. Don't think anything will be coming of that one, although sending a pikeman to fight a helicopter. I know these pikes are actually taller than the helicopter in the image, but not sure in reality that battle's going to work out too well for you. I guess if you threw one and it got like stuck in the blades, I guess that could work. There you go. Russia has conquered Karakorum, which separates some of the other cities. I think some of these other ones might have taken damage that just hasn't loaded through yet, I would guess. Maybe not. I would assume Russia's not going to use any nukes. There's no need to. They can just hit every city with a barrage of guided missiles. We'll see. Oh, sorry. What's going on there? Yeah. I mean, I agree. People have said the guided missiles are terrible units, and I'm not against that notion. They're pretty rubbish, but if you have like 50 of them, you can do you can take out like 3 cities in one turn with that, so it's not so bad at that point, you know. And then Russia obviously has loads of them. Pretty similar to the last game with, I think it was Arabia, had a ton of them. They never used them in the end before it broke, but you know, you get the idea. There we go. Carthage regrabs the city of Gades, which is pretty cool. Egypt is in the way. I don't know if that's helping Carthage or saving them or hurting. I don't know who that's helping more, but they are there. Songhai going after this island, which may actually be a good idea. Grab this, then you'd have to worry about it attacking your boats, then come back. Because Portugal just down to 2 now. I'm surprised the Netherlands haven't piled in. They're a bit nervous still, but yeah, a bit weird that they haven't got involved yet. Germany staying out of it for now. Byzantium have been, and it looks like they're making progress towards Medina here as well. This could go really well for Byzantium, and that's great to see. And the best part is it's not the worst news for India. It's not going to knock them out of like the top 10 or a disaster, but it might squeeze Byzantium into it. You never know. So yeah, quite an interesting one for the results. Rhodesia, a bit of a sleeping giant at the moment. Damn. That is a lot of units. Luckily, the fact Russia didn't break the game when they declared war means we should be fine. Obviously, if you ever see a nation where almost every tile is full of units, that can be a bit of an issue. It just crashes sometimes when they declare war. But we should be fine on the basis they have. We saw Russia do it and they're massive, so it should be good. Another new city for the Jar, so that's all the settlers that are here dealt with, and they capture this off Persia. So the Jar now with a huge chunk of the new world. These borders will grow, plenty of new resources, production, etc., buildings, just all that good stuff to help them out. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of a fight, I guess, for second. It's probably heavily tipped towards the Jar again. It looked like Rhodesia were briefly in it, obviously with all of South America, and they might well be in it, but I would guess the Jar are quite far ahead at the moment. In second as well. Mongolia piecing out with China. That is not too big a deal, to be honest. I think China will make it to the end unless Korea really pulls a miracle out of the bag and gets through here to conquer it. I mean, it could happen, to be honest, but it seems unlikely. The Jar could definitely do it. I mean, yeah, definitely, but at the moment they seem a bit, I don't know if they're going to keep going after Persia. I'm sure we'll see that come to an end fairly soon. India here making a bit of progress. Also, the turn time is not so bad. It's slowed down. We'll probably get through 4 this episode. I don't know why the first one took 6 minutes, but this one should take about 5. Maybe it was the World's Congress. Everyone had to vote. And here we go. India's turn. Let's see how they respond. Obviously, Byzantium, I think we'll probably get this regardless. Unless this guy dies. Yeah, maybe not now. Although I think this unit could still reach, in theory. We'll see. Very soon, we'll see when it's Byzantium's go. Rome is still ticking along. Kind of ignore them a bit now, but they are still here. Just about. Some caravels. I'm very surprised. Like, even Greece, like, why have you not attacked them? It doesn't make any sense to not attack them. And add Rome. I don't get it. Okay, Siam completes the Manhattan Project, so a little bit of an issue for the Shah, that maybe. India and Siam having nukes in the future. Still probably a way away from actually producing one, but maybe a bit of a concern. There you go. It takes a while to come down the side. Songhai. Oh, never mind. Oh, they've pieced out. Okay, I was going to say that was quick. They were near to taking this one, but I assume they must have just pieced out for Porto. I'm sure it will come up in a second. But that's a pretty big blow to Portugal, and any hopes they had of the top 10 ending, while a great win for the Songhai, it would have been better for them to also completely conquer Portugal, just because the end is pretty close. Like, you're not going to get another go at attacking Portugal before the end of the regulation time of the game, like the 250 turns. But, you know, beyond that, this was probably a good move for the long run, so that's fair enough. Also, the AI doesn't know that I'm going to be scoring them at turn 250, so you can't blame them all the time. But yeah, there you go. That was pretty efficient from the Songhai. Good move, attack the weaker city and come away with a better one here. 11 population, a big chunk of Iberia. That also pretty much ends Carthage's... I didn't see Carthage getting any more, but you know, it ends Carthage's expansion out this way as well. So all round a pretty good move. Ethiopia still fighting to defend themselves, doing an okay job, I guess. India's down here as well now, though. They're getting a bit thrown around. Having to go and defend all across the board. Burundi is fine again. Byzantium, I think, may have been this turn. Yeah, this unit has moved one tile closer. So they have been. But they are close. Maybe they will get Medina as well. The real fight will be to see if they can get Damascus. I mean, if they can get all of this, that'd be fantastic. How have you not built a courthouse here yet? That is a bit embarrassing. Never mind. Right, Nigeria's turn. They've got plenty of stuff up here, so they definitely want to try and grab Gades. I don't know why they haven't put more of an effort into Carthage. I guess this mountain doesn't help. And they do lack boats. I mean, the submarine's obviously pretty useful. I don't know if Carthage can do anything about submarines. They have ironclads, so maybe, but probably... Yeah, I don't know. Some units can see them, some can't. I think it depends. And if one unit can see them, the others can shoot them. It gets a bit weird, but... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Carthage is safe for now as a city. But I think this city should definitely go to Nigeria. It's just whether they can hold on to it again, because Carthage just keeps attacking with boats. Then Nigeria, the land units, they never actually really do any damage to each other. It just gets a bit messy. So you never know. Might not lead to too much. New city from the Dutch. I don't think that was there at the start of this episode, but it is now. Maybe it was and I just missed it. But obviously in the snow. Yeah, being in the snow, 3 population. It probably was here at the start, but there you go. It's growing a little bit, which is exciting for them. See, so there's still some big cities in the New World. Jew here is at 19. Manchester at 12. A couple of Dutch cities in the teens. 12, 13, 14, 10, 16 up there. 13 now in Bangalore, which is like the California. 6 down here in Ahmedabad, which is not so big. 10 in Edinburgh and the Congo City in Central America. 9 for Gen and Tagaza here. And then Egypt have got a couple of teens and 10s. And Rhodesia with a load in the sort of teens as well. 18 competing, you know, we got an 18 and a 19 kind of race going on between the biggest cities in the world. Yeah, I was going to end it, but I'll give you one more turn, so we'll have like a 24-minute episode. Why not? I'm feeling it. Will I skip for the next? I probably won't skip for the next one. I'll probably just go straight into it, because there is quite a bit going on at the moment. Russia is doing okay against Mongolia. Not as quick as I would have expected it to be, but I think that's probably their choice, not that they couldn't do it quicker. See what India's response is here. Probably going to kill a few more units. This one, survival, is the important one. I don't think it will, but you can always hope for it. Then there's some weird railroad mix there. I don't know if this Great War Infantry, how quick it could have come around this way. Probably the easiest way to get to this city instead of... Or just kill the mobile Sam, you know. That would probably be advisable as well. Let's see, Russia should grab... I don't know how to pronounce this. Hujia? I'm guessing, just, or maybe it's silent, it's just like Shia. I don't know. Either way, well, this city's in the red, so that will be next turn, and this one's gone. So Mongolia now hemmed in. This one's a little harder to get to because of the lake, but like I said, if Russia wants it, they can get to it. It might just be that they don't put in enough effort to get there. Okay, Ethiopia v Burundi is a bit of a weird one, considering Ethiopia's own situation. Siam as well. Siam's not going to come over here and do much, so don't worry about that. Burundi is still safe for now, at the very least. Yeah. Right. Come on, give us one more big war. Something we've wanted the whole time. Give us something big in North Africa. Egypt's busy. Give us Nigeria, Songhai. I guess these are all a bit unbalanced because they're all kind of busy. To be fair, these three have been keeping the game alive a little bit. Give us, Russia. Just go after Germany at the same time. Make it interesting. Or I don't know what else I'd want to see. I guess Siam trying to defend against the Shah. There isn't actually as many balanced wars as you think. Greece going after Byzantium while they're going all the way down here against India would be quite interesting. See, the naval battle would be pretty big. The fight for Constantinople. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. Not sure we'll get it, but that would be the sort of thing that I would be definitely up for seeing. Probably not going to happen, but also, I mean, Rhodesia going after someone. I'd just get it started. I mean, Rhodesia v Egypt's like the big one because it would be the war in Africa and in South America, and Rhodesia's pretty prepared down here at this point. They're pretty strong nation out here just by themselves. Nigeria is out here with a couple of settlers. I think they have one in North America, don't they? Yeah, just like southern Texas and into Mexico. And then they have this one in the Falkland Islands, and there's a settler. Maybe they'll find one more spot. There isn't many places left on the map. There's still quite a bit in this region, but I don't expect anyone other than who's already here. It's probably just going to be the Shah and the Netherlands if anyone plops a settler in here. Nigeria might get one into like Mexico if they can get the right open borders, but that's about it really. Apart from that, it'll just be people who are already here. Would be my best guess. Great Britain's turn. Still not doing too much. Congo's turn. Looking pretty safe here at the moment. I don't think Britain has any intention to conquer them, so I think they should be okay. But that will be it for this episode. I will probably go straight into the next one. There's a lot happening and we're approaching the end, so it's always good to just see everything now. But yeah, if it slows down again completely, I'll skip. And obviously once we get to 250, that issue's eliminated. I'll be doing 50 turn jumps or whatever every episode. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this series. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel and haven't already. That would be amazing. I think only about half of you that actually watch, or half of the viewers, I think it says, are subscribed. So if you haven't already, I mean, I would really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.